The opening scene of the movie takes place in a building where a biologist named Lena is speaking to men wearing hazmat suits while being surrounded by a large crowd of people outside. Lena is being questioned by Lomax, a different man, regarding a recent mission from which only she has returned. Lena felt as though she and her team had been gone only a few days or weeks, according to Lomax. While she does not know what happened to the other two, she can confirm that two of her teammates are dead. She is unaware of what she just went through. We see something flying through space before reaching the Earth's surface. It collides with a lighthouse and soon begins to give off an enigmatic glow. Lena is a professor at Johns Hopkins 3 years after this incident and sometime before her mission. She is lecturing her students about a cancer cell that seems to grow. Her husband Kane left on a mission over a year ago and hasn't been heard from since. Lena declines Daniel's invitation to a barbecue he and his wife are hosting at their home because she would rather paint her bedroom. In light of Kane's disappearance, Lena is still in pain. Kane, however, enters the house as she is painting, but something is wrong. In less than an hour, he starts bleeding and appears confused and dazed, yet government agents kidnap them as they head to the hospital. Lena wakes up in a compound built by a group known as the Southern Reach. She runs into Dr. Ventress, who informs her that Kane was part of an expedition into the Shimmer, a location outside the compound that has formed around the area near the lighthouse over the previous few years. Since everyone on Kane's team was either reported missing or killed, he is the only one to have appeared from the Shimmer. Although Kane is in the hospital, he is dying. Along with 3 other women, physicist Josie Raddick, anthropologist Cassie Shepard, and paramedic Anya Thorensen, Ventress will lead a team into the Shimmer to discover the source of its energy. Lena is introduced to Thorensen, who also extends an invitation for her to meet the other team members. Lena decides not to reveal to them that Kane is her husband and that she has a stake in this mission personally. The group enters the Shimmer. The majority of the organisms on the land are plant-based. After 4 days, the group doesn't seem to remember how they got there. Numerous pieces of their technology, including their GPS, don't appear to function there. They keep track of their progress and discoveries as they go deeper into the Shimmer. Something pulls Raddick into the small shack as they pass it and almost submerges her before Lena enters to save her. A mutant alligator is discovered as it emerges from the water. It crawls toward the group until Lena shoots it. When they look inside its mouth, they discover that the alligator has shark teeth, which may indicate that there was some sort of interbreeding going on within the Shimmer. Lena has several flashbacks to her life before the mission, including her final moments with Kane before he disappeared into the Shimmer, and an affair she had with Daniel to deal with her sorrow. To move closer to their destination, the team rows boats throughout the lake. Lena tells Shepard as they travel together that she and Kane were both former soldiers in the army, and that Kane was killed in battle. Shepard informs Lena that she lost a daughter and shares details about the other members of the team, such as the fact that Raddick had been cutting her arms, and that Thorensen is an addict in recovery, and that no one knows much about Ventress. The team arrives at a military base where Kane and his team had set themselves up. They locate a camera and watch a video of Kane cutting open a teammate's stomach to reveal an unknown mass crawling inside in place of the teammate's organs. As the team continues, they come across a skeleton that appears to have been destroyed by the thing that was inside the person. The group begins to feel concerned over their discovery. Lena discovers that a cell sample she collected inside the Shimmer is undergoing mitosis at night, but not in the way that a typical cell would. Later, she speaks with Ventress, who claims that Kane embarked on the mission due to a self-destructive need that is hardwired into everyone's DNA. Something seems to breach the facility's perimeter fence outside. Lena observes Shepard's investigation before being seized and taken away by a sizable bear-like creature, but no one is aware of this. The team moves forward to look for Shepard in the morning. As she continues, Lena discovers her destroyed body next to a tree. As they proceed on foot, the group comes across a spot outside a house with plant structures shaped like human bodies. According to Raddick, the DNA of all organisms there, including plants, animals, and people, is being scrambled by the Shimmer. Lena finds Thorensen holding her gun in her face when she wakes up later that night, and Thorensen knocks Lena out. Lena awakens to discover Radek, Ventress, and herself all bound to a chair. Thorensen discovers Kane is Lena's husband after obtaining her locket. She is now hostile and paranoid, and she claims Lena murdered Shepard. They suddenly hear what appears to be Shepard crying out for help. Thorensen tries to follow her as she runs away, but the bear creature appears and goes after her. It sounds like Shepard's last cries for help. Thorensen rushes back in and attempts to shoot the bear, but it attacks her and rips out her jaw and throat first. Radek escapes and kills the bear with a gun. Ventress covers Thorensen's body. The following day, Ventress sets out on her own to locate the lighthouse. Radek notices that her arms are rapidly sprouting leaves and roots. She admits to Lena that she now understands the shimmer didn't just distort the signals on their equipment or the DNA, it also refracted them. Radek walks away and vanishes before Lena gets to her. Lena eventually comes across the lighthouse and the area that surrounds it. Over the sand, there are enormous crystal trees and scattered skeletal remains. Some sort of plant-like substance is covering the lighthouse. When Lena walks in, she sees a camera pointed at a charred skeleton that is leaning up against the wall. As she watches the video, she notices Kane seated and holding a phosphorus grenade while talking with a person in the background. As his sense of reality appears to have been warped, he is heard saying that he has no idea if he is Kane or who he was the entire time. Before detonating the grenade and blowing himself up, he requests that the person behind the camera take care of Lena. The person behind the camera emerges and is seen to be a replica of Kane, the same person who returned to her. Lena continues into the lighthouse, where she encounters Ventress, whose face is twisted and contorted. She informs Lena that the shimmer is composed of extraterrestrial life and that it is getting ready to be destroyed. Then, Ventress's body vanishes into a dazzling form of light that transforms and morphs. Before constructing a humanoid body for itself, it takes some blood from a cut on Lena's face. It begins to imitate all of Lena's motions. When Lena strikes it, it strikes Lena back. The entity grabs Lena as she tries to run away and keeps imitating her. She locates another phosphorus grenade and hands it to the creature. She removes the pin and walks away as it explodes. As the entity is consumed by fire, Lena begins to take shape. The shimmer continues to move around until the remainder of the lighthouse catches fire. The surrounding trees collapse, and the remaining portions of the shimmer start to vanish. We return to Lena in the facility after she has finished speaking with Lomax. Lena still doesn't know what happened to the shimmer, despite his assurance that she is no longer there. She learns from Lomax that Kane awoke lucid hours after the shimmer vanished. Lena visits him in his room to speak with him. She asks him if he is Kane, and he says he isn't sure. As he approaches Lena, we notice that both of their eyes begin to glow and alter colors, indicating that they will never be the same again. Subscribe for more videos like this, and turn on the notifications so you never miss any of them.